أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربنا زدنا علما ربنا زدنا علما ربنا زدنا علما اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters here, how are you all? Hope and pray that you all are well and good. Bismillahi ta'ala, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Kindly make use of the chat box, inshallah. Let's keep this an interactive session so that our learning process gets much easier for us, inshallah. Come on, dear sisters and brothers. Barakallahu feeki, alhamdulillah. We are into the day 5 of this course, right? Subhanallah, 5 days have passed by so fast, right? Subhanallah. We are into the 5th day of this course and already we have learned so many concepts of Canva, the designing, right? Subhanallah. So Alhamdulillah, dear sisters and brothers, moving ahead into the day 5th of this course today as well, we are going to learn so many aspects of graphic designing in which you will be stunned to see it, to look at the ways through which you can use this software too, inshallah. So, dear sisters and brothers, let's quickly head on to the session by rectifying our intentions that we are going to use this skill of ours for the sake of Allah. We are going to educate ourselves with this skill to earn rizq halal, which is also a means of reward for us. Ameen, inshallah ta'ala. And also, dear sisters and brothers, I just want you all to rectify your intentions so that you can earn through this, earn while you're learning, earn rewards while you're learning, inshallah. So come on, with the rectification of intentions, let's begin with the name of Allah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Expecting blessings from Almighty Allah in our affairs, inshallah. So come on, dear sisters and brothers, let's continue on to this journey of being more productive with the smart devices, inshallah. And I'm just gonna give you a quick recap on whatever we had dealt in previous session. Can you all type in what was the topic for yesterday's class? Please type in the chat box what was the topic for yesterday's class. Yes, it was about logo designing, right? SubhanAllah. So how did we design the logos in different formats? Yes, Professor Mariam Barakallahu Fiki. Yes, we learned about how to design logos. We started off with the templates, right? We started off with a template and then we did combinations of templates. Then we combined the templates. Then we started from the scratch. Then we started with some typography. We made the text bold and up or something like that. We made some other editing options and we use some other editing options and we at least design around 10 to 12 logos were designed in yesterday's class, right? So alhamdulillah, dear sisters and brothers, we have actually did so many logo designing, so much of logo designing work in yesterday's class. These were the logos that we had designed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, what did we use here? It was the color palette, right? Color palette. And just look into this. You made use of a beautiful typography with the fonts here. Again, the typography here. And again, the typography here. Okay, and again, the typography here. And also we made use of the round logos, right? Hope you all understood how to make something into a round logo and how to curve your text up, right? How to add curves to the text, right? This is the way you can do that. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, in yesterday's class, I had given you all the homework and you all have submitted it very excellently. Barakallahu feek. Your homeworks were up to the mark, and Alhamdulillah, you have already started to design like a pro, dear sisters and brothers. Barakallahu feeki. So, Alhamdulillah, in today's session as well, we are going to learn more such aspects of logo designing because why is a logo very important, dear sisters and brothers? Because logo is something that represents a brand, right? Is something that people look at, right? It's something that the people look at first. When you think of a brand, what comes to your mind? It is their logos, right? So inshallah, today we are going to design the logos from images exported from the videos, how to make the logo into a video, and also we'll generate the logos using the type crafting, type gradients, and then we'll generate it using the AI tools, and also we will see how we are going to generate the 3D logos, and we're going to see some of the aspects of brand building, okay? How to create your own brand guidelines, we'll see inshallah. And I have mentioned your small brand guideline and as an example here. If you want, you can just check this. What does a brand guideline mean? There's nothing but if you are creating a brand, for example, if you're creating a brand for a coffee store, okay, come on, coffee store. First of all, the things that you want to collect is you want to collect the inspiration photos, okay, photos that you get inspired from. For example, you think that your cafe should look like this or something like that or something like that. You put 5 to 6 photos together, and then what do is nothing but you take the colors out of it, right? Color palette. You make a color palette. Okay, you make a color palette like this, something like this color palette. Then what do? Then you make a logo, okay? And the logos, you can make 2 logos, 3 logos, or single logos and keep. Okay, this is how you build a brand, right? This is how you arrange all the aspects of a brand and mention it in a book known as brand guidelines, okay, or brand kit. Okay, this is called as brand kit, in which you have it all, in which you will mention that whenever anything is designed on our brand, like for example, coffee store or something like that, you can mention the brand vision. What are the logos that you have, what you have selected for your brand, and the logos in which colors would you like to do that? Black and white. Logos is in black and white only. And the color palettes that you can use in your designs is only these 4 colors. Probably you all remember or know that popular brands have their own colors. They don't use different colors. They just use this 1 or 2 colors or 2 to 3 colors. That's all. So every brand must have a color palette, fine. And also fonts. They don't use multiple fonts, 10 to 15 fonts. No, 12 fonts or 3 fonts. 3 fonts are just the pieces that they use in their designs, in whatever designs they make. So this is how you maintain the brand consistency by using these principles of branding. Okay, so you just have a vision there, you have the logos that are put up, and all of these are mentioned inside a brand guidelines. If you want, I'll show you a brand guideline book for Zomato. Probably you all know what is Zomato, right? It's a food delivery application. So what is it? Okay, let me just check it around. Okay, just a moment. Okay, here I have a Zomato brand guideline. See how they arrange it. You know what is the color branding color for the Zomato? It's this color. It's something reddish, right? Yes. Okay, come on, please type in if you all know something about Zomato. Okay, I'm just showing you how they make their own branding guidelines. Okay, this is how they do it. Very first thing, they make their logo. See how they made. What is it? Do you remember in yesterday's class I told you brands actually maintain the simplicity in their logos, right? This was a logo of this is the brand guideline. Okay, this is a brand guideline, Zomato guideline book. Okay, so in this this is the logo. Right? First, what they'll mention their logo, okay, and then they'll mention what colors they should follow. Okay, what colors this brand should follow. Okay, they have mentioned. Apart from this, they don't want you to follow any other colors. For example, if you're going to make some post on Zomato or if you are going to work for them, you should follow only these 2 things. If you want, you can follow black and white, or you can just follow this color cranberry as well as text color as white. Okay, only these 2 colors you can follow. So this is their color palette as well. Okay, their color palette. And then secondary units, they have mentioned secondary units nothing but it's the font styling. What font styling you can give? Okay, fonts here, logo usage. How you can use the logos with the red color or with the white color, white and black or red color. You don't have to use logos like this. They've mentioned do not use a logo like this. And also they have mentioned what is the fonts that you can use. Font that you can use for the headings. Here they have mentioned. You can just use Metropolis font. This is available on the Canva store. Only this font you can use for the headings if you are going to design any post for them. If you're going to design food delivery, 50% off on something like that for Zomato, if you're going to design a post, then they expect you to design this with the headings with this font. Okay, so this and everything is called as brand guidelines. So do you all not find this interesting, dear sisters and brothers? You can just create this brand guidelines, this brand color. See, I already told you 4 colors they want. One is red color, black color, white color. Only these 4 colors they have selected, and they don't want any other colors in their what we say in their branding. So at last they have mentioned, well, that's about our branding. We are not asking much. Please let's respect our logo, and you can just what we say, design whatever you wish with this brand guideline. So this is called as brand guidelines. Hope you all have found this interesting, right? So hope you know how to. I just wanted to tell you how you can just create your own branding like this. Okay. For example, okay, I'll show you some more examples. Do not worry. Okay. We'll do that later, inshallah. So now we were heading on to something called as this one. And inshallah, today you all also will see if we can cover up the social media graphics. So if that's possible, then we can start off with the very first social media graphics. That is with the best of the best speeches, with the best of the best kalam that we say from the Quranic recitations. Inshallah, we're going to begin with the Quranic flyers. That would be the social media graphics that we can begin with, inshallah, at first, because first thing that we had to do was about logos, and then logos should be used inside the social media graphics. So we're going to head on to the next concept as social media graphics, inshallah. So inshallah, we'll see if we can cover the logos topic, and then we can head on to that, or else it would be taken for the tomorrow's session. Okay, so are you all ready with the two devices? If yes, please type in yes. Let's keep this interactive, inshallah. I just want you all to type in your chat box that you all are ready. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I just want a continuous practice here. Practice into the session, practice after the session, dear sisters and brothers, because with the practice only you can attain the perfection, inshallah. So let's just open up the same design that we're designing in yesterday's class. Correct? So we were designing some of the logos, right? So the very first logos we designed from the templates, then we designed it from the multiple templates and so. Okay, so these were all the designs, 12 designs at least we had designed in yesterday's class, right, dear sisters and brothers? Probably all remember that. So alhamdulillah, these were all the designs that we had covered. Okay, alhamdulillah. Now we'll just see some other ways of editing the logos. Fine. Come on, dear sisters and brothers, click on the plus button. We want a new page. Okay. Now we're going to learn something called as typography, in which we are going to make some cutouts by ourselves. We're going to make some beautiful logos by ourselves, inshallah. Are you all ready for that? Inshallah. Hope so that you all are ready. So we'll begin with something like, okay. Again, the text is important because we are going to go ahead with the text typography itself. So I'll just add a text box now. I just want to do it with the with our institute name. So we'll write EDU-SITE here itself. So E. See here, I'm just going to play with the fonts. Okay, so E and yes. So I've taken E and S. So what I'll do is, okay, you can grab whichever font you wish to. Okay, I have grabbed this font, EDU-SITE, and then we'll write another this one. You can just do the make sure you are doing it. You are creating the logos with just the word, with just the text. Okay, because even with the text, you can just create very excellent copies. Edu, whatever, it's your choice. However you want to make it into cement. Okay. So now I have just arranged it like this. If I wish to, I'll add it here, or if I wish to, I'll add it in some other place. That's all up to me. How well I want to arrange the things into. I've added it this one. Now I'm thinking like I just want to give some cutouts here. What is a cutout, dear sisters and brothers? Cutout is nothing but you're going to create a breaks in the text, right? So this doesn't look good. So I'll change this font as well. It jokes. Even this looks good. Okay. This and this will go ahead with Mara. Okay. So make sure you are actually aligning the text very properly because they must follow the design principles, right? Okay, is it well aligned with the thing that is on the left side? If not, you must maintain the consistency. Fine. So I just added this in this way and I'll place it a bit far away from that. Okay. Okay, something like this I have maintained. Now I just want to give some cutouts and make it more interesting to watch. Okay, so what I'm thinking of doing is I'll make a bit of I'll add an arrow. Okay, let me see if I can add an arrow. Okay, instead of arrow, I'll add a curve. Okay, let me add a curve. Curve. Just click on or just type curve here. Okay, in the curves, I just want a thick curve. Thick. It should be a bit more thicker so that I feel like there should be a bit of what we say, a space left behind. Okay. So what curve I'm thinking of taking is anything that you wish, dear sisters and brothers. But okay, this one. Let me grab this one. This is a bit thicker, right? So I'll grab this one, rotate it up. I'll place it from here till here. Okay. This is just the way I'm thinking of doing. You can do it in your own way. Now just see here. Make sure you're adding it with the same color to the background. So what I'll do, background color I'll change to white. Okay, and I'll also change this color to white. So what am I doing here is I'm adding the cutout. Fine. So this one has gone behind. So what I'll do, I'll just click on it and I'll layer it up and bring to front. Okay. So what did I do here is I made a cutout here. I just made a cutout here. Cutout is nothing but I made some cuts inside this one. Okay. Doesn't it seem good? Yes, it does. So what you can do, you can just make a duplicate. Now I can just make it into some other colors, create some other colors out of it. Okay, what I'm thinking of doing is I'll make sure it is in some other color like this. Okay, now I can see something like this. And if I want, I can rotate it up further. Okay, this seems great. Okay, something like this. Or we can give it something like this. Yeah, even this looks good. A bit more font size, we can increase it in size. Okay, even this looks good. Okay, colors were not maintained. See how beautifully we added. It seems like this color has, I mean, what spread out to the another thing, right? It's just spreading out of colors, right? So hopefully you all are trying this all along with me, right? Okay. Now the colors. If you want to change the colors, I'll just duplicate it and I'll write where the excellence is. Tagline should be written where the okay tagline should be written very beautifully. Make sure you're aligning it very perfectly with the screen. Okay. Then we can change it more. And then yes, it's some rather colors. Colors is all up to you. Whichever you want, you can go ahead with the combination of the colors, or you can go ahead with the color palettes itself and see what colors you can give. See how beautifully we are doing this, right? So now it's all up to you how you want to assign things and so. Okay, even this looks very excellent. Okay, so this is something that we had designed. Okay, if I want, we'll just duplicate the same page and change the colors and see. See here, we can just change the colors. Or what we can do is we can just stop with one color and just go ahead with another. Did you all like it? Have you all? Did you all do it along with me? Come on, please type yes or no. I just want you all to do it all along with me. Because with this, dear sisters and brothers, you will learn so many aspects. And also, if you don't like this font combination that we have put up, you can change the fonts also. See, wait, I'll just show you. I'll duplicate the screens again. I'll change you with the different fonts. How to change the fonts? You can go ahead and change the fonts for each. Or what you can do is you can try it from the font combinations on this style. On this style, there is the font combinations or font sets, right? Go ahead and do that. See here, font combination. But what happens is the alignment might change, though that would be a actual problem for you. So no problem. Check which goes well with your design. This goes well, right? So you can go ahead with that as well, or whatever that you like. See, even this looks good, right? Yes, sisters and brothers. See how beautifully we generated this, right? It seems like a masterpiece. I mean, for example, it doesn't seems like you have created it by your own, right? Okay. So these are some of the ways through which you can create. Even this looks good, right? So it's all up to you how you want to make things into, fine? So now, another way. Did you all try it along? If yes, please type yes, inshallah. Okay. So this was one way. Okay. What more do you think of doing is, okay, we can also play with something like the shapes as well. Okay, let me try with some other aspects as well. So, okay, I'm thinking of trying with the, okay, I'll just take the text, add a text box, EDU-SITE. Okay. Now, you can do it in different ways. For example, come on, I want you all to try this along with me, fine? So take this. EDU-SITE. Okay, whichever logos that you put up, you can take it. Also take the tagline. Okay, we are just doing the typography. We are arranging the text, so we are playing with the text. Fine. Okay. Now, dear sisters and brothers, listen very carefully. How am I going to do this? This is the text that we have, right? EDU-SITE. Now, what am I doing to this is I'm just clicking on three dot button and I'm duplicating it. Done. Duplicated it. One, two. Okay. I'll show you some of the effects with the text that you can take. Okay. In the text, with the text, you can do some effects. Go to the effects, dear sisters and brothers. Just see here in the effects. What you can do is you have so many effects like hollow effect, slice effect, outline effect. Okay. So I'm thinking of giving it a hollow effect. Fine. Let me just give the hollow effect for this. Another one. And the text that are here is not proper. So what I'll take? I'll take some good text. Good bold text. Okay, this as well. Okay, let me just arrange it perfectly. 70. Okay, I'll just add it to the 80. Next. Okay, that's 80, and also this should be 80. Next. So what did I do here is I gave both of the fonts the 80 size, and then both of this I'll add the same font styling. Okay, for this it was which font? Leaks pattern. For this also we'll add the leaks pattern itself. Okay. Okay, did you say it? We just made two fonts for the same what we say with the same font as well as the coloring, but one font we gave it a hollow effect, and for another font we just left it as such, right? Come on, please try this. This will be very interesting. Okay. So the next thing that I'm going to think of is for this one I want to change the colors. Okay, I'll add some boldish color. We'll change that later. It's just for the time being. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll just put it one above another and arrange it perfectly above another. Okay. Now, what am I thinking of doing is I'll just take a shape. For this, what I'll do is for the background. Just a moment. Just a moment, please. We'll change the colors. This is black, and this is something else. And for the background, I'll add white color. Okay. White colored back. Okay. Now we'll take the elements and we'll take some shape. We'll just go ahead with some shape. You can take whatever shapes you wish to. For example, if you want to take this shape, round shape, you can take. Okay. If you want this square shape, you can take or whatever. So for the first thing, I'll take with the round shape and show you. For this round shape, what am I thinking of doing is I'm giving this round shape the color of the background, white color. Okay. Color of the background. Okay. Now I'll arrange it such that I'll give the cutouts. Okay, color cutouts. See what I'm doing? Done. Now what I'll do, I want to make sure that this goes behind the very first hollow thing. So what I can do, I'll just go to the layers, send backward. See, what is this? The thing that I've done between the two texts, I placed this circle, right? Did you all like it? So this is the way that you can give a half coloring to some text and half coloring to another text. Okay, so this is the way that you all can make sure that you are doing it very differently. Did you all like it? If yes, type yes. Okay. If you all tried it and if you have any doubts, for example, if you want to make this in this way, make this in this way. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can just mention. We will do it again if you wish to. If you have no doubts, then no problem. We'll go ahead. Okay. Did you all try it? If you have any doubts, then you can ask, or else we will just go ahead with another thing. Okay. Or else you can do it in this way. You can just write half of this, remove half of this, or you can take another square. Okay. You can just add this somewhere here. You can add this triangle somewhere here. Make sure it should follow the background color, and then you just have to give it a bit backwards, layer it a bit backwards, then backwards. Yeah. Okay. You can make sure you do it in your own ways, right? Okay, you have so many other ways of doing this as well. I'll duplicate the same thing. If you don't want this circle to be here, okay, instead of circle, you can just delete this. You can take a square. And what you can do with this is you can play with this around. For example, if you want, you'll just give small lining in between, showing that it is actually removing the coloring out there. So you can just give it a white color shape, and then you can just layer it backward, send backward, single backwards. Okay, see how beautifully we did it. And also you can do it in different ways. For example, if you don't like that shape, you want the shape to be something different, you can even go ahead with that. I'll just duplicate the same thing. I'll delete this shape. For example, if you want the shape to be something like these arrows that we had used, something like this. Okay, the shape that is here. I'll show you what shape did I select. Bring forward. This is the shape that I have selected. Now you want to give this shape to some other text like this. You can give it here for this text if you want to give this shape here. So beautifully done. See, for this shape, okay. Then if I want the few more curvings like this, okay. If I want some shapes like this in between like this, okay. Then I'll just send it a bit backwards, send backwards and make it white color. See how beautifully I did it. And if I want more, so what I can do is I'll take another one. I'll show you with another one. I'll just rotate it. I'll place it like this. Okay. I'll make it white and I'll just send it backwards, a bit backwards. Okay. If you send it on the top, you what happens is the side, the words, actual words won't be visible. So what we'll do, we'll layer it up in such a way that it will send it a bit backwards. Okay. Now what will we are going to give it a feel? Yes, you can add it for the videos also. Videos is very excellent, and through the videos we can make sure this text are doing very excellently. Okay. Now, dear sisters and brothers, I'll also show you how to turn all of these logos into the videos. Do not worry, inshallah. You'll learn this in a while. So now, hope you have understood how to work with these cutouts and more. Okay. You have various symbols with this, and now, and dear sisters and brothers, you can just change the coloring. Colorings I didn't touch because you know this already, how to change the colors, even how to change the fonts. You all know that you can just change it accordingly. See the colorings you can change in your own ways, whichever you like, whichever you have decided to go ahead with. See how beautifully you can do that. See how you can create the cuts between the colors, between the text, inside the text also you can make it. Make sure you're doing it very perfectly, very excellently, okay? I just showed it for the example, but if you want, you can make it into a masterpiece with the cuts that you are making inside this, okay? So even this coloring you can change, right? The color palettes are very excellent choice, dear sisters and brothers, that you all can go ahead with. This is some bold color. Okay, make sure you're adding some decent colors, modern colors. Here you have, it's actually your choice, the creator's choice that you can go ahead with. Hope you all have understood how to do this two things all along. Then another thing is same thing that I told you. You can just make use of the text. Like for example, edu for the word E, I'll just take E. I'll see what are the E keywords here. Okay, some of the text fonts, you can take all the fonts from the graphics itself if you wish to. And also this cutouts, yes, sisters and brothers. The cutouts here, they are also available in the store. How do the graphic designers make this cutout? The same thing. They make it and they upload it there. That's all. The same cutout I showed you. The cutout that I made with some things on it, they have made it already and put it up here. Okay, if you want, you can take those cutouts as well. But that's not preferable. Do it by your own, okay? Okay. Now we can take such things that you like to create. You for example, if you want to do it with your own names, kindly do with that and try. Come on, dear sisters and brothers, and see, this is the cutout. How did they do this? They took an E and they just added a white thing in between it. That's all. Only for that, this designer is only this for that. Even that is created by the designers here and put up for the handsome amount. So you can even be a Canva creator. Okay, let's go ahead. We can see if you have something like that and we can just grab it up. We can create E and yes, we'll just add it and then we can create a masterpiece. Like we can just create the what we say, beautiful logo out of it as well. Okay, I'll just take simple words or you can take entire thing, E, yes, everything from this. Okay, let's pick the black. Okay, even you can play with this around, play with these things around. Okay, something like this or something like this. Okay, you can play with things and we can just write whatever you wish to after that. I'll just add a text for DU. edu, wherever you wish to, however you wish to. It's all up to you. It's all your way of doing things, right? Okay. These are some of the ways that you can go ahead with. And the colors is totally up to you. It's your choice how you will you want to arrange the colors into. Okay. Colors is nothing but the color palettes. You can go ahead with the lively colors. You can go ahead with whatever colors you wish to and you can create it, okay, by yourself. Or however you want to place. If you don't like to place it over there, you can place it in this way. Or we'll write it site here, edu here, or however you wish to. Okay, it's totally your way of thinking, your way of doing. That's all. Okay, and then you can just write the tagline. So these are some of the ways through which you can do the make sure you're doing the what we say you're creating the your own logos, right? Using the cutouts, right? Now, dear sisters and brothers, you have some other ways as well. Okay, for example, you want to curve the text by your own. For example, okay, I'm giving you an example. Just see here. I want my text, my logo to be like this. Okay, how can I arrange it like this? I want my logo to be written like this. Okay, EDU-SITE. Okay, you just have one way over here through which you can do that. That I've already told you how to do that. You can just curve it up using the curves. You know how to do that. Okay, EDU-SITE, I'll write. You know, if you just want to curve it up, dear sisters and brothers, you have only a single way of doing it. How to do that is you can just go ahead with the effects. Okay, in the effects you have curves, and the curves you have two ways. One is over the right side, or the over the bottom, or the over the top. It can be rotated only on two ways. But you want it in some other way. For example, you want E to be in top and yes to be in the bottom, or something like this. Okay, what I showed you, something like this. How can you make it more wavy instead of this curvy? Okay, okay, there is something called as Typecraft. Come on, dear sisters and brothers, Typecraft. Can you all try this? Okay, I just want you all to go to the apps. Okay, it's on the bottom. Go to the apps. Come on, please try it. Go to the Canva apps. In that, please search for Typecraft. Typecraft. Trying it along? Typecraft. Did you all try it along? Okay. Just write the name, whatever you wish to. You know, typography is a very key concept of editing. Remember that. So we are dealing with everything that you can learn with the typing, text. Okay. So now, at your side, I have written what text you want. Font, which font you want to select. I'll take this font. Okay. Back. What style do you want? I'll take the same style. Okay. Now, dear sisters and brothers, your text has appeared here. Now, however you want to shape your text into, you can shape it. See here. And just take these curves and shape it however you wish to. I told you I want it wavy. So I'll keep this like this itself. I'll take this here. I'll take it here. I'll make it a bit upwards. Okay, I want it to be give it a flat kind of shape. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just arrange it very perfectly till here. Okay, I'll make sure this follows it. Okay, see what we are doing here, dear sisters and brothers. Can you all tell me what we are doing here? We are actually crafting it by ourselves, right? We are crafting the text by ourselves. How we want the text, we are crafting it by ourselves. See how beautifully we did it. Done. You just have to add element to the design. Okay, update it. It is being added. That's all. I'll delete something that is here, and this is how I created the masterpiece. The color, if I want to change, I can just reset the color to white, and I'll just reset the shape. Sorry, I'll just update the element. Update the element. Colors are changed. I'll just update the element. Okay, did you all like it? Kindly type yes or no if you all did or not. Okay, so this is how you do this type crafting. If I want, I'll just show you with another thing. Okay, I'll show you with something like this. Remember, if you wish to do it like something like even with the corner rounds, for example, if you want to make some sandwich kind of like this, edu here and side here, even that you can make from this. Okay, For example, if you want it to be made with something like, okay, I'll show you something like this. And also you're making sure you're adding a vertical bar to this, something like this. Yeah, beautifully I'm making it, perfectly aligning it to the bottom and making sure this follows this look. Okay, then we'll just craft this up also, perfectly aligned like a book. Okay, I think it has gone downwards. So what I'm gonna do is I have to rearrange it all. I'll just send it a bit upwards. I can reset, I'll reset it because with the resetting it will work properly. Okay, even this I'll reshape it. Okay, even this I'll reshape it. Okay, it seems more straighter, right? Okay, without adding any curves. To make sure you don't have any curve or bulging there, you're using this as well. Okay, see, I made it in the format of a book. Now I can add a book at the bottom, and then I can just make sure this design EDU-SITE works there. Okay, how beautifully we did that all by ourselves. This is called as type crafting. Okay, hope you all have understood how to do it, right? I'll update the shape. See how beautifully we did it, right? Now I can add a book at the bottom and make sure this logo goes well with that. Did you all like it? Yes or no? We crafted it into two types. Just see here. How was it before? We crafted it with the curves. We crafted it with this one. So this is called as type crafting. And also, dear sisters and brothers, there is another thing called as type gradients. You can just go ahead with the apps again and try type gradient. Come on, please type there. You know, these are the apps through which you can just make sure you're designing your things very excellently. Type gradient and just search for it. And we'll have type gradient, the fourth one, type gradient, and you can just type whatever you wish to. For example, you have, okay, for example, EDU-SITE. Okay, in the EDU-SITE, you want this font, and whichever gradient color you want, you can arrange there. This color, red color, you know, colors in the colors when you take, you can add the single color there. But if you are going ahead with the type gradient, you can add multiple colors in the design, right? So remember that. Something like this I have added, and we'll just see what colors. See here how beautifully we arrange this, and also we can just change the colors in our own way. Something like this or something like this, whatever you wish to. See how beautifully we have added, and we'll just add it to the design. Okay, somewhat like this. Okay, this was all done using the type gradient. Okay, so this way you can just add the colors to the text. For the text, usually, dear sisters and brothers, whenever you write the text, you can add single colors to it. Remember, single colors. When you just go ahead and see here in the colors, you can add single colors and you cannot add gradient colors. Remember that. So there is an extra application called as type gradient through which you can add the gradient colors. Fine. Okay. So this is how you make use of this one. And also, dear sisters and brothers, whenever you're doing things like this, make sure you are playing with the colors. Remember, for one thing you can play add another color. For another thing you can add another color, something like that. Okay, you can play with the colors. For example, like this. Okay, for indigo you can add another colors. For this one you can add another colors. This is how you can maintain the maintain these things in the logo. Okay, so I've taught you every way of making your logos. Okay, every different ways of making your logos. So Alhamdulillah, these were some of the ways that I can teach you all. And if you want more such, inshallah, we'll be learning some other aspects as well. At that time, you will understand some other ways as well. You have so many excellent choices. You can make whatever choice that you want from this logo designing. Right? Now, dear sisters and brothers, how many logos did we edit together? It's 23 pages here. I do not know. Probably we have edited 20 logos, around 20 logos. Okay. So now how to share these logos, dear sisters and brothers? You just have to download it. Yesterday itself, I told you all how to share it. For example, if you want to WhatsApp it to someone, then JPG is a better format. But if you want with a transparent background, if you want to use this logos in some other designs, then you have to get it in the PNG with a transparent background, right? If you want to use this logos on some other screens or something like banners or the business cards, then this is the option, right? With the transparent background, you have to download it. Download it. Once it just gets downloaded, it will appear inside your gallery. Fine. Okay. So now, another way, dear sisters and brothers, a quick way I just wanted to address as well. Okay, for example, you want to make a logo, and you want AI to make a logo for you. AI, okay, probably you all know the AI is in trend nowadays because AI does works very easier, right? It works, it works for you. So now what you can do is you just have to go and type magic media there, okay, and you just have to write any prompt in which you are generating a logo. Okay, in the magic media, I'll just write a prompt. Make a logo for this. Make a logo. Okay. Remember, this doesn't give me the accuracy. Okay, it doesn't give the accuracy. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just write it to make a logo for education brand. Okay, educational site. Okay, generate an image. Okay, one thing, the AI doesn't give accuracy while generating the logo. So this is the thing that I want to put up. So if it is just the what we say, dear sisters and brothers, if it is just for the photo generation, then AI will actually stun you in different ways. See now, it has generated the elements for you. Okay, see, it has generated the elements for you. You can use this in the design. Now, if you want, you can use this. Okay. Now, first thing that you can do from this is we're going to grab the text that is here. Okay, go ahead with the edit image and grab the text that is here. Grab the text, and then instead of that, you just can write EDU-SITE. That's all. So this is how we can generate the logos. Grab from the AI. Hope you all found this interesting. Generating the logos from AI, from using AI. Okay, it has grabbed the text. Okay, fail to remove it from the text. You can erase it later. So what I'm going to do, for now, I'm just not going to work on it. How to remove it? You just have to use a magic eraser, please. Make sure you're using that. I'll just write EDU-SITE here. So this is how we generate the logos from the what we say AI. Okay, using the AI. Okay, this AI is very excellent, dear sisters and brothers. You can generate hundreds of photos with this. Come on, I'll show you. I told you how we are going to grab the generate a photo. For example, if I want a monkey to ride a bicycle. Okay, anything impossible you can write here, and it will generate a beautiful, what we say, excellent AI images for that. Okay, monkey to ride a bicycle. I want a monkey to ride a bicycle. Just see here how beautifully it generated. And also, dear sisters and brothers, you have a choice of making it more dreamy. Let me just make it more dreamy. Okay, it should give more colors to it. Okay, see here. I'll just give it more colors to it, and I just made it more dreamy. And look here how many options you will get in the images. Did you all like it? Are you all not just stunned with this? This is called as artificial intelligence, right? It generates whatever you write. You know, to get this on the chat GPT, you won't get the images on chat GPT. You have to purchase the chat GPT 4, right? So now, dear sisters and brothers, you have this option of 500 images for free. For free. That too, every month it will be renewed, and 500 images you can generate for free with this pro thing that we have given in hand. This is called as Magic Media. It is one of among the pro features of Magic Studio. Fine. So probably you all are stunned with this image generation, right? Yes or no? You can generate whatever you wish to, images, whatever to wish to. For example, Muslimah, Muslimah near a beach, near the beach, near the beach. Or we can write Muslimah praying. Okay, this is generating, AI is generating here, and it is, remember, it gives you the images that are generated. I mean, AI generated. It's not like photos, it's taking the photos from someone. No, it's not taking any stock footages or something. It's generating the images by itself. Okay, so this image is this is generated image. The person that is here is generated. It's not any person. Hope you all know that, right? This is not any person, image of any person or girl that is present in this world. No, these are the things. These are the phases of the people who are no just AI generated. Fine, so you can just generate whatever you wish to. Come on, Muslima praying. And the praying has given some other this one. Muslima making dua. Let me just write. Okay, you can write your own terms, make this prompts more what we say more different, and make it more what we say, it should give you a perfect result, right? So you have to enter such a perfect fonts, right? So make sure you're doing that. So you're paying. I just wrote dua as well, so it showed a proper hand. What we say with the proper dua kind of feel there, right? Or else it was showing with this font. Where can we use this? You can just use it anywhere. You can use this in your designs, whatever designs you're making. You can use these things because it won't give you any what we say any kind of copyright claims or any kind of copyright what we say infringement policies or something like that. So now, dear sisters and brothers, how can you do that? I already told you, go to the app and type Magic Media. Over there, you will have it all. Okay, Magic Media. Did you all try it? This is the magic feature of the Canva. So, alhamdulillah, we are done with all of the design. We also have downloaded. Hope you all did downloaded it, right? I just want you all to download it in the format of the PNG. Did you all do it along with me? Yes or no? I want a yes now. So wherever you are, just stop doing that and just download it and let me know whether you all have downloaded it or not. Yes or no? Stop making anything. Download all of it in the PNG format. Okay. Now, dear sisters and brothers, whichever device you are with, I just want you all to go to the web browser. I mean the Google Chrome or wherever you are. Whichever browser you have, just go ahead with that because now we are going to generate a 3D logos. Okay. So I just want you all to go ahead with that and I want you all to type something called as photo p photo 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 p.com. Okay, if you are not with the two devices, please take this down, take all the procedure down. After the class you can do this. Okay, look into the screen very carefully. Photo p.com. Okay, yes or no? We are generating the 3D logos out of the logos that we have already made. Okay, so photo p.com. I just want you all to go ahead with the templates button. Come on, just click on the templates button there. Okay. Now, whatever templates you like, for example, whichever 3D logos you like and you want to make your logos into that, you can just select that. Will you all try it? Come on, whichever logo you like. For example, I like it. I like my logo to be inside on this wall, on this 3D wall. Okay, so I'll just take this. Okay, I'll just click on it. Now, what I'm going to do, dear sisters and brothers, I'm just going to click on this one. There is a hash thing that has appeared here. Click on it. Come on, if you are with a smart devices also, you can do it very easily. Click on it and wait for 2 to 3 seconds, please. Okay, this screen will appear after 2 to 3 seconds, dear sisters and brothers. Did you all look into it? Yes or no? Okay, on the right side, okay, on the right side, there will be something like the layers. If you are with these smartphones, there will be something like this, layers. Okay, this is called as layers. You just click on it. Fine. If you are with a smartphone, so you will get some layers. You will click on it. Or if you are with the laptops or the tabs, you will get something like this. This is the layers. Layers. What are the layers that are present here? Fine. Now, what are you going to do is you have your logo here. They have told you instead of this logo, you can put your logo. You just have to put the logo here. How to put that? I'm just showing you. Okay. Now you just have to click on this. Okay, click on this. Remember, you're going to click on this one, dual click. Okay, double click on it. I'm telling it in very details. Double click on it. Okay, once you double click, it will show you what has appeared there. Okay, instead of that, what you can do. Okay, now what you have to do, there is an I button. Please hide it. Okay, hide the logo that is already present. The logo that is already present, hide it up. Hidden. It's gone from the screen. Okay. Now what you all have to do is go to the files. Okay. Files. And now you have to open and place. Open and place. You can pick something from the gallery. Now whatever designs we have downloaded, yes, sisters and brothers. I mean whatever designs we have made. For example, the designs like, what were the designs logos that we have made? This logo. First logo. EDU-SITE is here. Now I'll add it here. Oh, I have opened and placed it. I'll place it here. See how beautifully I'm doing this. I've placed it here. Okay, I've increased it in size. Did you all like it? Okay. Now you just have to place it like this and click on File button and Save Smart Object. Save Smart Object. If you want, write this procedure somewhere. Save Smart Object. Once you have saved the smart object, now you have to click on the logo mockup that you have come out from. Just click here. Did you all see how we generated a 3D logo out of the same? What did we just do and how did we just generate it? Do you all like it? Yes or no? Have you all understood it at least? Now we can just save it. Export as a JPG image. Let's just save it as an image with a high quality and save it. Okay, I'll just download it. Download it. I'll open it and show. Now this is the image. Okay, you can share it with the clients as well. You can share the photo with your clients. For example, you have generated the logo for them. You can put it on the various screens and 3D format and share it with your clients. Okay, did you all like it? Have you all understood it? Just give me whether you have all understood it or not. I'll just close the screen and I'll show another way, again show it to you again because this is very important. You all have to know as a designer how you are generating the 3D logos. Go to the photop.com. Please write it somewhere. Okay, if you are getting it confused, write it somewhere. Photop.com. Go to the templates. Okay, in the templates you will have 3D logos, 3D designs, whatever designs, whichever you want. For example, white in this white if you want, if then just black you want, whichever you want. For example, if you want it on this wall, okay, you can just click on it, and where you have to click on this hash bar, right, on this hash bar. Okay, we'll just click on this. Done. Wait for 2 seconds. Okay, wait for another second. Okay, we have this logo. Now you just have to place your logo here instead of this logo. So this logo is here. So what you are going to do, you're just going to dual click on this one. Okay, this photo kind of thing. But if you are with the smart devices, you will get something like layers here. Click on that layers over there. On the side they will show you these things. On this you just have to dual click on it. Okay, and you can close the layers bar there in your smart devices, smartphone. Okay, now you have to put the logo inside this. So this thing you just have to remove. So I'll hide it. Okay, the thing that is already present, I have to hide it from the layers. Now file, click on file, open and place media picker. I'll just pick some file. I'll take this EDU-SITE. Okay, no need of this one. I'll delete it. Okay, we have to delete this up. I can even remove it from here. Or what I'm thinking of is I'll just unhide this up. Okay, I'll just take another 5, open in place. I'll take something beautiful. Even this looks good, right? EDU-SITE. Okay, this one I'll place. Okay, I'm done placing it on. Okay, next what am I going to do? I'll go to the files and I'll just save smart object. Save smart object. Done. Now I'll go back to this one. How beautifully did we generate this, right? Did you all like it? If yes, please type yes. And then we just can export it and we can send it to our clients if you wish to export as JPG. And we'll just save it in a high quality and it's done. Open it up. Okay, this is how we generate the 3D logos. Okay, we'll just go ahead with the Canva again. So 2D logos will generate here and 3D formats we can give it over there, right? So this way you can just do it. So again, branding guidelines already told you how to create your own branding. You just have to add how to make your own branding. Book is nothing but you have to make sure you are adding a book to the a book in which you are writing everything about the brand. For example, okay, I told you already an example. There is a coffee store and the person from there, okay, it's not working for me when I double clicked on it. Dear sisters and brothers, I just wanted to save it beforehand. Save it. When you have dual clicked on it, it will take you to another screen. It will take you to the another tab. Okay, on that tab you have to unhide the layer and then you have to make sure you're saving the object that you have put up. Okay, if you have not understood, you can just go through the recordings again. I have explained to you twice. Hopefully I'll just do it again, inshallah, because this is a doubt that we have. How to get back? Okay, come on, I'll just do it again. Do not worry. Photop.com. Okay, we'll just go ahead with this. We'll go with the templates. Okay, we'll grab beautiful ones. I'll take this white now. We'll just click on hash here. Okay, done. Wait for 3 to 4 seconds. You'll get this screen. Now logo, dual click on this photo. Here you have to dual click, okay? Over here, dual click on it, okay? Dual click, done. Okay, now you have got this one. You don't want this thing that is here. So you have to unhide this, hide this up, hide this up. You just have to uneye this, okay? Eye out, click on it, eye out, done. Now you have to place your own logo here. File, open and place, done. You have to pick whatever is it. For example, for it was a white thing, right? So we need some blackish kind of. So I'll take, what should I take? I'll take this one. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll increase it in size. Okay. I'll increase it in size. I'll place it like this. Done. Okay. Now what? This is important procedure. File, save smart object is very important. Fine. Without saving, you won't get it. Fine. Once you are done with the saving, you just have to click here. There are two bars. Okay. You have to get back to the very first bar that you have come from. The very first tab that you have come from. We'll just click on this one. Now see how beautifully this is imbibed inside, embossed, or what we say, embossed or imbibed inside this paper. It's a 3D look of the design that we have generated, 3D look. So file, save, save, you can just write save or export as JPG image. 100% save. How beautifully it is done, right? See, we just gave a 3D look to this. Did you all like it? We have done it 3 times. If you have not understood it again, you just have to go through the recordings again and do it, dear sisters and brothers. Okay. So now brand building again. If you're going to build a brand, you have the logos in hand. You also have the inspirations in hand. Remember, whenever you're going to build a brand, you must have the inspiration. For example, okay. For example, you are having you're establishing a cafe. Fine, coffee cafe. Fine. Remember, coffee cafe. I'll just write coffee cafe. Now what you have to do, dear sisters and brothers, is nothing but you just go ahead with the images and you have to pick images that are inspiring you. Okay, not like the for example, you're building it, right? First thing, you're building a store, right? To build a store, you need to establish it, right? You have to make a setup, fine. So before making the setup, you actually have the color combinations in mind. You actually have the images in mind, how I want it, how I want my, what we say, my store to be, my cafe to be, right? So those are the things that you want to put it up inside a store. So remember, the colors and everything will come from the pictures itself. So I'll show you something that you can go ahead with. You just have to write Canva colors here. Canva colors. Okay. Okay. Over here, there is something called as color palette generators. Okay. First thing is color palette generator. Okay. Now you can put up the image. For example, you can put 5 to 10 images. For example, I told you already, coffee cafe, what kind of coffee cafe you want. If you like this coffee cafe, you want your coffee cafe to be something like this. So what you'll do, you'll download this image. Okay, this is inspiration. This is the inspiration how you can take for the brand. Okay, now I have downloaded this image. Now I'll put this image on the Canva, color this one because I want the colors out of it. Okay, it has given you the colors now. See, where did it give you the colors? Here are the colors. So what we say, your brand should have these many colors in its store. Understood? This is how you generate the colors for your branding. If you want, you can apply 5 to 10 colors also, 5 to 10 images as well, and then you can just add this up. Okay. Then if you want the ideas, then color palette ideas are here. Okay. If you want, the color wheel is already discussed. So this is how you can generate your own color palette. Fine. Understood? And then you can assign that color palette to whatever you wish to. For example, for the 4 colors, you have to use only 4 colors in your design for your brand. Okay. This is how you make use of the branding. Now I'll just write some keywords. Please make sure you're understanding this. So you're writing this all along. Mood board. Okay. I'm just writing mood board. Mood board templates. Okay. Not here. I'll write it in the templates because I don't want to create it. I just want to show it. The Zomato template, probably you all remember that I've shown. How is it created? It's something like this. Okay, mood board template. How is it created? I'll show you. Okay, see here. Now this is a brand, jewelry brand. Right? This is a jewelry brand. So what they are doing here, dear sisters and brothers, see here how they have generated their own branding kit. Please be very careful while you're following this instructions. Fine. So first thing, they took the images. Now they took the images. This is a jewelry brand.
they took the images. Okay, they want their brand to follow all of these colors only. So what did they do? Colors as an inspiration, photos as an inspiration they have taken. Done. Then what did they do? Then they have started to create a logo. First thing that they want, logo. See, then they created a logo. How to build a brand, I'm showing you. See here. They added a logo. Two logos they have added. Done. Next, what did they do? Color palette. From where did they take the colors? They took the colors from this images. This images they have taken on their store, or they have taken it already, and this they have to follow the color palette. Okay. Now, whatever designs they are going to make, they have to use this colors only. Okay, the color palette, the colors are already given here. I hope you know this. The color palette, color names are given here, something like this, right? So then they take this. Then what did they do? Then they tell what fonts you have to use. This is how the branding is done. Okay, remember these are the branding guidelines. They put it up in a one PDF and they keep it for their company. Okay, this is for the big companies that you are learning. I already told you, dear sisters and brothers, you can use the Canva for big branding also, and also for small simple purposes also. Okay, see how beautiful you can just do the branding here, and photography of their content, and how you can just use their content. They'll write it all in their contact information and it's done. That's all. That's all. Fine. So this is how they maintain a branding kit, or this is called as branding guidelines. For example, you want a branding guideline for a coffee cafe. You can write it. Mood board for the coffee cafe. You can write that. See, this is for the cafe. You just have to get an inspiration images, and from that color palettes you have to take, and your store, how the store looks like, you have to put it, and then that's all. You have to make a logo, you have to put it all in the kit and give it to your any company that is being established. Okay, and also you can write something like brand guidelines. Brand guidelines. Okay, brand guidelines. Presentations. If I want, I can take presentations. Same thing. That's what I showed you with the Zomato. Zomato was very easy to understand. So I showed you with the brand guidelines. It's nothing but you just have to add the very first logo, then the color palette that you're going to use, then the font that you're going to use. All of it should be same to that. For example, even if for the online brands, your sisters and brothers that you make, you have to follow a theme, right? You don't have to take 100 colors and put up in the single Instagram page. Have you seen the Zomato pages on the Instagram? They have their colors only black, white, or red. The red that was given over there. So those are the things that you have to follow up as a brand, right? So Alhamdulillah, we are done with brand guidelines. We have done with everything about the logo. We are done with learning everything about the logo. And Alhamdulillah, hopefully you all have understood how the branding works, and also how the what we say, how the logo making works, right? Alhamdulillah, dear sisters and brothers, this was the session for today, and inshallah, we are going to see more such topics in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow's class would be very, very important. It would be a very, inshallah, it would prove to be a very excellent class, because that would be the class in which you will be learning how to make sadqa jariya for yourselves, how to gain rewards through the skill that you are learning, how to just turn the skill into something through which you are gaining the rewards, that to not just single reward, the multiple rewards, the rewards in multiple folds with the content that you're creating, the best of the best content that we say, the best of the best book, that best of the best speeches, inshallah, we are going to edit in tomorrow's class, and that is called as the Quranic Tilawa videos, the Quranic, what we say, Quranic Quranic flyers itself, inshallah ta'ala. So, dear sisters and brothers, one more concept that is left out is nothing but we are going to make animation out of these logos. For example, you want to animate this logo and send it to your clients, then what you can do is you just have to click on this logo, click on the button called as animate. Converting a flyer, converting an image into an animation is an excellent option. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, dear sisters and brothers, see very carefully. I'm not looking into this design. I don't want to change this design anyway, because if I want to make a video, I should duplicate this and make it. Remember. So what I'm going to do, I'm just clicking on the three dot button that is here and going to make a copy out of it. Okay, make a copy. Done. So now we have two copies, one here, one here. So one is the entire photo thing, one is the entire video thing. So we'll make it into a video. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to open it up, going to click on something called as animate. Okay, even if you want, you can add the music background audios to it as well. For now, don't worry. You just have to click on the screen of this and click on animate button, and whatever animations you want, you can give. Something like this. something like fade. Okay, this fade animation is working for me. I'll give the fade animation. Now, if you want to make sure all of the pages are having the animation, you just have to move to the downward thing and you just have to write apply to all pages. Okay, now if you want to play this, there is a play button here. Play button here. Just play it and see how beautifully you have converted your logos into the video format. You can even assign the seconds, how many seconds you want it. And you can assign the animation for each thing. I want this to be animated this way, this color, this thing to be animated in that way. You can even do that. For example, for EDU-SITE, in Edu, you want to get different kind of animation, then you can just go ahead with animation again and make sure you're adding a different kind of animation. Instead of this fade, we'll add another wipe kind of animation. And for this backwards, if I want another animation, I'll just go ahead with fade button here and take another neon animation. Okay, so this way you can just change the animation for each thing that is present here. Fine. So this is how you converted a photo into a video. Fine. See how beautifully you can convert a photo into a video. If you want, you can add the audios to it. If you want to add, you can do this in different ways. You can share it in the format of the MP3, MP4 video, and also you don't have to download all of the pages. You can download single page. Page, download it as a video, 2-second video, 3-second video, how much ever time you want. For example, you don't like the time that is here. You want it for 10 seconds, you have the timing here. You want it for 30 seconds, you have the timing here. You have it all here, dear sisters and brothers. Come on, just make use of the application that you have in hand to create something for yourselves, to do something for yourself, inshallah, because this is it is a skill that will prove to be an excellent skill through which you can just gain your akhirah as well as this dunya as well, inshallah. With this Canva, you can just earn a handsome amount. You can just earn an extremely excellent passive income through this. Okay, inshallah, in upcoming sessions, I'll show you how you can earn through these things. I'll show you some of the sites through which you can earn, inshallah. So tune in to attend each and every classes. Make sure you're a bit more concentrating, bit more attentive. Make sure you are present in the entire session, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan kaseera. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد ان لا اله الا انت استغفرك واتوب اليك. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters here.